Now, if masculinity is the norm against which gender is measured against, what does normal masculinity look like in popular culture? What does normal masculinity look like in popular culture? The collection of practices and images that constitute dominant ways to be masculine. What do these look like? These practices and images gain their power through their difference to femininity and also in relation to subordinate forms of masculinity. So, conventional masculinity places value on masculine action. So an emphasis on physical strength and ability, sexual potency. Male characters, those who appear in action and adventure movies, have values and ethics, but will often use violence to achieve good. So there's a bit of an ends justify the means situation going on in a lot of action films in particular. So for argument's sake, in the Die Hard franchise, Bruce Willis can go on violent rampages and shoot people, blow things up in order to save his family. Conventional masculinity is based on achievement of concrete physical goals. However, because masculinity is the privileged cultural position, traditional masculinity and its definitions is often more fluid and capable of incorporating contradictions. So the ability for a man to show his feminine side, ironically, becomes a sign of power. So we can see this through the rise of the cultural category of the metrosexual and the emergence of men like David Beckham, men who value fashion, looking good, are still traditionally male. Beckham, of course, became a celebrity through his soccer playing ability, his football playing ability, but the ability to incorporate a softer feminine side into your masculine identity becomes a form of power here. Increasingly, we also see the emergence of ironic masculinity. Now, we can see this in beer ads and gambling ads in particular. So the idea that childish, immature, unhealthy behavior from men is legitimated as fun and as simply boys being boys. However, gender fluidity is still a very contradictory and problematic cultural category. So even though, we have, I think, made considerable strides into understanding that gender as a cultural construct is quite fluid, and it certainly doesn't operate according to those binary oppositions of male and female. The cultural controversy, the controversy around someone like Caitlyn Jenner demonstrates that gender fluidity is still quite a site of disruption within contemporary popular media.